I'm very pleased to welcome the incredibly talented Alvin Taylor to the program. He's got a brand new book, and he's got a book signing coming up in Palm Springs. The book is Drum Major to Major Drummer. You started out, you were at Palm Springs High School as a drum major.
Yeah, that's where I started. It's where it all began.
And now this book, you detail an incredible career. We were just talking about you were on Saturday Night Live with Billy Preston.
Yeah.
But you performed with George Harrison, with Elton John. I mean, just Cher.
Yeah.
Tell me some of these stories and how you ended up moving forward. You know, starting out as a drum major and then going into rock and roll drumming.
Well, growing up in Palm Springs, I always wanted to play drums. I watched the parades. And I liked what I saw, and I said, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to play drums. I saw the high-stepping drum major, and well, I kind of mentioned to the music director that, you know, hey, if you need a drum major, you know. And so one day I was walking in the room, here comes this big baton at my head, and I caught it. He says, good thing you caught it. If you wouldn't have caught it, you wouldn't be our drum major. So I ended up being the Palm Springs High School drum major. And so next thing I know, I went from drum major to washing dishes at the Biltmore Hotel where Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Little Richard, and Billy Preston all walked in at the same time. Thus my career began as a drummer because I was playing drums at the same time. The drummer at the Biltmore was too inebriated to play, and they asked him to sit out and asked me to sit in. Next thing you know, Little Richard came back. He's like, oh, honey, I ain't seen a drummer like that since I left Macon, Georgia. You know, honey, when I seen you play the drum, my big toe just shot straight up in my boots, and I wanted to scream like a white lady. And the next thing I know, I ended up in Little Richard's band, being his drummer, opening up the show in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the International Hotel.
Now, who was your favorite to play for? You played with a lot of folks here. I mean, gosh, you played with Stevie Nicks and Bill Withers and Little Richard. Tina Turner? Yeah,
it's a difficult situation to, I mean, that's a difficult answer to give. There's so many great artists. George Harrison, I loved working with George. He was so kind and just, he was very, very talented. And he was more like a director on a movie set with the music, and that gave me a whole different perspective of how to play.
You can get this book and you can get it signed. Drum Major to Major Drummer, Thursday, taking place at the after party. There's going to be downtown Palm Springs at Alvin Star. You can go to alvintaylormusic.com for more information. And then at the Roadhouse, there's going to be an after party. So go to the book signing, get the book, and enjoy these great stories from our local favorite, Alvin Taylor. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Patrick.
A pleasure.